Hey guys, I'm gonna have to speak into the mic directly again because it's well, it's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning. So yes, apologies, but I'm gonna have to try and keep my hype levels down so I don't wake everyone else up. Which one's the gain again? Just gonna turn the gain up a little bit so I don't have to speak so loudly, hopefully. But yeah, no, this is the big one. This is the big one. Actually, I'm gonna have to turn that down because I can already see myself getting a bit too loud. Yeah, no, this is this. I think this is the big one, isn't it? This is we now find out whether or not Sony can beat Microsoft, because let's face it, I think that's the best conference so far, isn't it? That PC one was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I did go in with next to zero expectations, so there is that. But still, that was pretty impressive. Let's see what's going on Twitch. Do we have anything? Oh yeah, they've got something on there now. Let's put that on. Why is it keeps wanting to put captions on? Stop doing it.
So, why is there a giant party in hell? I thought it was supposed to be torture and chaos.
Good question.
Yeah, I know what I need to do. I've had this like fucking had change in my pockets for like ages. It's really like really hurting my arse.
So like the real world.
Ah, that's better. I have to lean on that like cheek.
So like demons are like
It's causing me a mischief.
All right, see you later, see you tomorrow, Frank.
No, it's literally like they're in the middle of poking people and like eviscerating them, and then they clock out and they go hit the
Oh, they
bar.
showed this. There's a few people that are excited for this. No idea what it's about though.
The demons are, as you would expect, demons, and the people that are there are all awful people too. And so you've got this mixture of all walks of life.
So what are we expecting from this? I think we're gonna. Well, we've got Last of Us 2. That's definite. I would assume they're going to show more Days Gone. I would hope we're going to get some God of War DLC. I never thought I'd say I'd hope we get some DLC, but yeah, hopefully we get some of that. I really want more of that game. What else? Maybe Horizon Zero Dawn 2, maybe? Maybe? It's also going to be interesting to see if they're still pushing VR or not. Because how long has it been now? Is it a year and a half it's been out? I actually can't think now. Maybe 2 years? I can't remember. It was one Christmas, wasn't it? I can't remember which Christmas it was now though. Yeah, be interested to see if they're still pushing that, because they're notorious for dropping stuff a bit too early, aren't they? So if they're keeping on with it, then they must be committed to it.
Like, man, why isn't matching that? And it turns out, yeah.
What else could we have? Oh yeah, a bit more Spider-Man. I guess they'll show more of that.
So these two characters we're seeing here right now is Milo and Lola.
Yes.
And you guys already talked a little bit.
Do you think they? No, they wouldn't show the Final Fantasy footage there, would they? Do you think they'd show Final Fantasy 7 there?
Right.
I suppose it could happen.
So Milo and
Could
Lola
happen.
Are, pretty different personalities. Milo is somebody who wanted to really have this great.
I'm just kind of looking at my PlayStation collection, see if I can get some ideas of what's maybe going to come out.
Always screws it up. Lola could not care less about partying. She is much more the type of person who wants to do something.
Do you think they do another Uncharted, but maybe with like Drake's daughter or something? Do you think that could be a thing? I always like theorized that could be a thing back in the back after I finished 4. Don't know if that would be something maybe.
How does that affect their relationship?
So I've got PS4 games like dotted around the place, all sorts of places.
yeah, you know that they've been friends their entire
Oh,
lives.
I tell you what, actually, if they could show some of Yakuza 7, I'd really like that.
And
That'd be
when you die and
awesome.
go to hell, it kind of works out that you forget most of your life. So most of your journey
That's
through hell, while you're
that's
drinking your
one of
party,
those games.
kind
If
of
they
get
announced, I
flashes
might
of
actually
memory
wake
of
up
how
the
they
the
were,
uh,
why
the
they were
house.
friends, and maybe they weren't the best of friends, maybe they shouldn't have stayed friends this long. So you kind of get to pick and choose both how you are staying friendly with each other at the same time as trying to overcome these obstacles and get out of hell.
Oh wow! I just looked at the.
That's a big jump for
You
us
see the
from
thing
what
at the
we did
side
with
there.
Oxenfree. So you
This
basically,
conference is gonna be 1
like,
hour
you
and
wouldn't wanna
45
play a
minutes.
villain
Holy
type game and
shit!
just be
Didn't think it was gonna be
upset,
that
right?
long.
So we basically jump between, or you might.
Looks
I don't
like
know.
I'm not getting any sleep again.
I was nodding because that's an excellent point. I would not want to be
You
either.
want to be?
I want to be both.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you switch between the two?
You do. So there'll be times where the story dictates that. There's other times where the player dictates that. And in the beginning, they're very inseparable and sort of symbiotic. And then over the course
And
of
the look of this game looks kind of cool though.
that relationship.
And when you have the option to choose who you want to play at the time, if you go into a bar, is there certain characters that can handle liquor better or different interactions better?
Basically, yeah, every interaction in the game will be based on who you're playing as. So if you run into a bar and you drink your face off and you're playing as Milo, and then when you switch to Lola and you try to talk to the bartender and talk to the same people, they'll have much different responses to you based on who you are, you know.
One of the coolest things when I was doing research for this game is that although you guys are in hell, it's not just based off of those religions. You guys have a ton of religions that you're tying into this, all floating on the River of Styx. What was the decision for that?
We just wanted to kind of equally make fun of every culture, so...
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
It's 2018.
Don't pick on everyone.
Yeah, we just
Don't
thought
pick
it
on
was
one
interesting to
group.
kind of
Pick on
this
everyone.
kaleidoscopic
Then you're fine.
montage of a bunch of different elements. So yeah, we just didn't want to make it a game that was very focused on one particular aspect or one particular thought behind what hell would be like.
We also, I think we want to like define our own version of hell, basically. So in Oxenfree, we saw a space that was like nobody really owns ghosts, you know, and so we were like, okay, let's make our own version of that. And then for our version of hell, we wanted it to feel familiar at the high level concept, but in every other way, feel kind of brand new.
Sort of like showing that, like, okay, everyone's like a little bit right.
Right, exactly.
And you put beer pong in.
And beer pong's in
beer
it, right?
pong.
Yeah, I mean,
Every religion, beer pong.
Oh, and there you go. Yeah, you take a drink and the stuff starts to get blurry.
yeah, so there's a lot of activities in the game, and this is one of the things that we found building Oxenfree, that like multiple actions together really are when the game was singing. And so in this game, you know, these aren't siloed moments where it's like, I'm gonna go play a mini game now. It's more like, I'm always playing the story, I'm always communicating, and then different activities happen. So I might have to get into a DDR match with some weird demon, and we are still talking through it, right? And you can mock each other or whatever. And also, you know, we thought it would be interesting to not just always try to beat people. So maybe you're playing beer pong against the crime lord, maybe you want to throw the game and like sweet talk your way through it. So really, the
Yeah,
dialogue
this looks
system
quite fun,
can
this game.
coexist with all these different activities.
And you have to be very observant as well, correct? It's not just you go into a time, like a playtime or quick time event. You have to like kind of observe the bar around you and figure out who you want to talk to.
Yeah, there's a degree of that.
It's a delicate balancing act between having it be too strategic, because we want to feel like a crazy night out, and you're not like planning to that degree when you go out. So hopefully it just feels more like a raucous, fun time where you're bouncing around between things.
Look at her chug that thing. Look at her put that away.
I love the use of foreground and background as well. That's really cool. Like great design direction.
Thank you. Yeah, our art director Ruel has been working really hard on finding a way where you can, you know, navigate a world in a 2D space, but just pack it with a lot of 3D space. And so there's a lot of things happening in the foreground and the background. You know, in Oxenfree it was a pretty sparse game. We had 4 characters on screen at most. This game has 40 people on screen at times. And
Was Oxenfree the one where you were like a bunch of like teenagers stuck on an island or
We
something?
just wanted a game that really felt as ridiculous and unpredictable as a real night out drinking.
You guys were saying communication was very important, and one of the forms of maybe indirect communication is that you guys have an evil Twitter. Tell me about that.
Yes, so we have an evil kind of social media presence, so we get to pack in a bunch of jokes about how awful social media is, but it's used in the game kind of as both a quest-giving device and a quest kind of tracking mechanism too. But then also, it's just a really great way to show how the world is reacting to you. So it's like if you trip and fall or drink too much and wake up in a weird place, you'll see people's posts float above their head about what they're saying about you. So it's just a nice way to kind of always reinforce that the world is reacting to you and remembering what you're doing and posting it for the rest of the world.
But they're subtweeting you essentially.
You're getting
Exactly.
subtweeted, yeah. The other thing is it lets us show you things happening in other places in the world. So you might be in the middle of a bar and then find out like, oh, Satan's house party, the line just got really short. Like head over there now via some tweets, and you don't have to go dig through menus. You're seeing people tweet about it, and then that also affords us the opportunity to let the player choose where they go and when. So we're gonna make people miss a lot of the game too. Like,
Sweet, but it's not. So it's not linear. There's a lot of
It's not
things.
linear,
So
yeah.
you guys can play this a bunch of times. What's
Right.
what's the play time of this game?
Probably 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
And it was, and that was a big goal for us design-wise. Like we wanted, with Oxenfree, the story itself was pretty linear, but how you pushed and pulled at it was, very choice-driven. In this, you can miss huge swaths of this, and you have to go back and replay it to see that. So maybe an island sinks while you go to another party, and you miss
Let's
it.
turn this up a little bit.
I have to say, I love that. I like that you can miss things in games if you're not like careful, if you're not meticulous, or just you get bad luck or something like that.
Yeah.
I like there's consequences, and that if it's a great game, you'll replay it again just to see that stuff for sure.
It definitely was like a choice that we argued about a lot, where it was like, do you want to build 100% this thing, or do you want to have a wake of destruction behind you? And we went
It's
to
just
that.
more fun to do sort
Yeah.
of thing. So,
Sean, Adam, thank you guys so much. Unfortunately, or fortunately maybe, the Sony press conference is actually starting it's starting early. So guys, thank you for showing us After Party. But to everyone in chat, it is now time for the Sony press conference.
That's definitely not starting yet. Do you think they'll start us off with something something massive maybe? No, yeah, it's a good job you did get on early, Texas. Yeah, definitely. Doesn't look like they're actually starting just yet though. But yeah, so far we've had Microsoft showed Halo first, and Ubisoft showed Beyond Good and Evil 2 first. I wonder if they might start off with Last of Us 2 first, maybe. God, is anyone else getting like... That's a like weird sound glitch. That's not just me, right? Max, unfortunately no Mega Man Legends 3 yet. There's still time, it could happen in this one. You never know. Yeah, that's a really annoying, like, it's like a little, like, clicking noise. I hope that's from the stream and not on my end. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. If it was up to me, I'd let you have Legends 3. Today you've missed. We had the Square Enix conference. That was pretty rubbish. It was all stuff we'd already seen for the most part. The one good thing that came out of it was there's a new Platinum Games game that came out or was announced. That looked really good. Oh, you missed Ubisoft and the PC gaming show as well. But this is the one. This is the one we were waiting for.
Please welcome Sean Layden.
Oh, that's interesting. They're in like a little, looks like a barn or something.
Hey guys. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church.
It's a church?
This
That's
fulfills
really
your obligation
strange.
for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that. But thank you for coming out.
Yeah, you just made it,
It's great to see
dude.
the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent.
I'm glad you could join
And
me.
for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman, it doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening,
Thanks for the host, dude.
Here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide. And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look
You've been up to much today, dude.
At Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, we really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling. It's what we do. It's what we have to do. Our teams of creatives and studios and designers, they have stories to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take.
I don't think they'll talk
That's
about
what we're trying to
Anthem.
do here at PlayStation.
Microsoft and EA have already
This
done
coming
it. I
year,
don't think they'll
it's gonna
do
be
that
all
again.
about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here in this tent, this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories.
This is a
for the
very
next hour
weird
or so.
venue.
So, without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you, Gustavo Santorea.
I kind of feel like there's something up with the venue. Like, why would they pick this venue? It's a very odd venue. No, yeah, I don't reckon they'll talk about Anthem again. Or if they do, it won't be, it won't be much. It won't be much with it. The conferences show new games, dude. Or they show new footage of games that have been announced already. Is this Last of Us 2? Looks like my guess might be right. Looks like we might be getting that first. Is that sound glitch too noticeable, guys? It's really, really annoying me on my end. I'm just hoping it's their setup and not mine. Okay, fine. As long as you guys can't hear it too much, that's all that matters. This is a very odd beginning. Not sure how I feel about this. Seems like pretty low key at the moment, don't you reckon? Especially compared to some of their previous ones. Banjo-Kazooie. I think Banjo is just going to jump out that door to the left there. I mean, that's good. That was good playing of the banjo, but can we see some of the game? Is that okay? Oh, it looks like they're going to show it now. What a madman! There we go. Okay. I was going to say.
Went out one night to make a little round. I met little Sadie and I shot her down. Went back home, jumped into bed. 44 pistol under my head. I woke up in the middle of the night. Hacks in the buggy standing by. Jets and gamers standing around. Taking little Sadie to bury. I began to think the idea down. I grabbed my head and I made up my mind just all to say. It took me into
It's ridiculous how good this game looks.
I hate these things.
Tell me about it.
Your old man really laid into me today.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until we back together.
Not gonna happen. She say something, dude?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Tina?
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir. Such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay, I have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell? Like a hot pile of garbage? Oh, okay. Oh, how about that? Gross. You love it. Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you.
I think they're scared of her.
I'm just a girl, not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified.
There you go. That's why you should be scared of her. That was actually really graphic. See, look at this. Like, you don't need next gen. Look how good this looks. We can have games looking this good for a little while, surely.
Freeze.
Oh, shit! No! No!
Spread out.
Looks like it's going to be sort of just as tense as the first game was. How did he not see him? Fucking hell.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself. Ethan.
What?
Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
Gotta be careful with that ammo. Oh, look, you have to pull the arrow out by the looks of it. See in the corner it says R1. Yeah, look, you got an arrow you stuck in your shoulder.
I have eyes.
This is super intense. shit! See that? How good that facial animation was. Fuck. He's gonna go back to the dance. That's a good transition.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
Very good. Very, very good. No release date? That was a weird cut. Wow, that was impressive though, right? Straight into games, more games.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3
what is going on?
Showcase.
This is such
We're
a
taking
weird...
quick intermission while
What?
folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit
Wait,
more to share on that
they're
later.
moving to different
and I am
buildings.
joined by my good friend Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
How are you?
This is a really odd way of doing
E3.
E3.
Showcase, and it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes.
Max,
and
it
what
looks
better
super
guest
good.
to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide
I would
Studios,
like to
Mr.
know
Sean Layden.
when it's coming out,
Hello,
though.
sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and
flung
shot
right-
right across to the studio here.
Right
Yes.
over here. Well, it's
Yes.
good to have you here.
Well, it's
so-
great to be here, and I think that was
Just
a
turn this
very,
down a minute.
a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here
Yeah.
just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to make you only work
wonder
at it
where,
as a player,
Joel
but you're
comes
gonna
into
have to
this.
Just think as a person what you're coming up against.
I can't wait to see more of that, and that was first gameplay we saw there of The
Yeah.
Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction, and Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. A lot of ways, my job is just to
This
move the
explains
boulders out
why
of the
the
road
conference
to make
is
sure
so
that
long.
creative talent
If
can get where
they have
need
to
go.
move people
You know,
between
provide
buildings
backup,
each
provide
time.
Scope, you know, provide generalized, you know, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And, you know, I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, this is a celebrated game that's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, you know, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
You know, it's crazy.
with the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at
You know,
home,
the only
that makes
worrying
me
thing
very
about
happy.
this sort of setup
That's kind of scary, but okay.
is that it kind of feels like they don't have as much stuff to show this year.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Asleep. But
And
yeah,
so they're
thank you
using
so much,
this
Sean,
as
and
a
it's
way
great
of
to hear
like
that you and
padding
the
it out a bit.
amazing team at Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we can create functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build, that's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus, that is confirmed. It is coming to God of War. We'll have full details on PlayStation blog shortly. We have a lot more to talk about too.
That guy looks a bit like Chandler from Friends.
You did something a little bit out of the ordinary
Like
for our
if he was a
team.
bit older
You kinda came
at the
out
time.
and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering what the thought process
I'm not going to be able
was
to unsee that now.
Every year, we try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year, we felt that what we really wanted to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories we're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range of titles there.
Max, this is what I'm worried about. I don't know if they've got a lot of like new stuff to announce. I think it's just showing stuff that they've already shown
don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background
I really
stories
like
and deep
Friends.
inside of the games we're working on.
It's one of those
And
weird
we do have a lot
series.
more
I've
coming from
somehow
those
watched all of
Worldwide
it by
Studios games
accident.
in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you are most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months and available in stores.
Spider-Man?
That's our favorite web slinger.
Of course.
Spider-Man. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and I think the folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade
I
notes
can't
with
tell
the
if he's
chairman
like
of
lying or
Worldwide
not.
Studios.
There's got to be
See you
more
guys.
than
I'll
just
head back to the
4
United
games,
Station.
right?
All
Yes,
right, please do.
All right.
And
Wear the helmet.
We do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase continues. But in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
I hope you guys like Call of Duty. Fuck yeah. They always do this. Like, I understand people like old maps, but fucking hell. Like, the amount of times they've recycled some of these maps is unreal. Snooze of Duty. Come on, man, they're good games. I just think they're getting to the point now where they've just they don't give it enough of a gap.
To Back in Black maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 only when you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
I mean, look at that. We're on Black Ops 4.
Welcome back. We are having the PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just
That's
a few more minutes.
ridiculous.
We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. And we've got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith Molinari and Ramon Russell. Welcome.
What's happening?
That's
Good
right.
to have you guys back.
It's good to be back.
Friendly faces right before the showcase.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
So I say we keep this moving here. And when it comes to Call of Duty, we know that a bunch of remastered maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October on launch day. But what we just learned here is that those maps, those classic maps, are coming to Black Ops 3 as well for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what if I don't own
That's pretty
Call
awesome.
of Duty Black Ops 3?
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting, my friend.
Oh.
So tonight, we are actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Yes,
quite
very nice.
cool.
This is why I love
Just give you a
E3
bonus
because
game.
Not only do we get to share awesome news with our audience, but PlayStation Plus subscribers get a little treat.
Get a little extra
little tasty treat.
Right, little mid E3 supply drop for you there.
I honestly, I can't unsee
We've been
that's
sharing a lot
Chandler
of good
Bing
news. We
right
got
there.
to share 5 really cool announcements last week when we did our countdown, kind of ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
That's right. We had the countdown to E3, and that was 5 game reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
If this is the video I think it is, I didn't watch this because I didn't want to spoil anything. Oh, this is Tetris, by the way. This is the new Tetris. See, I assume they were going to show more of this off tonight.
What is this? I have to figure out what happened. Okay, wake up, focus, remember.
Not seen that.
From the creators of Fee and Flipping Death.
Look like you've seen a ghost.
This looked pretty cool.
Comes a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
That's 3 VR games there, so they're definitely still on board with VR. I'd love to get good at Beat Saber. I'd love to try it, but I think I'd be totally shit at it.
Welcome back. We're just a few minutes away from the E3 PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really. So let's keep moving here.
Oh,
There's
that
a
looks
lot of great
like
stuff
that
here. And we can
samurai
see the
game.
crowd is seated. The people are about ready
Is
to
it
go.
Ghosts of
The show's
Tsushima or
about
something?
to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can
Hey,
see.
Alvin, how's it going, dude?
We cut away to the showcase.
Yeah. Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in. Okay, so this next franchise boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot.
They do.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
Oh god, wait, is that Destiny? It's Destiny. Okay. I didn't expect you to be up, dude. Thought it'd be a bit too late for you. Max, yeah, they showed, there's been 2 versions of the Kingdom Hearts trailer. They showed one earlier today, which has got a bit more stuff in it. Your bedtime's way later than normal people. This is weird because this isn't even an exclusive one. I didn't think they'd focus on this so much.
Why can't I leave well enough alone and go to the light?
Yeah, that was a powerful new look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one. And
yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up. And guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
not too bad.
But
not too bad.
there's barely any time because we're about to get to the showcase.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase. Thank you so much for watching.
I
We've got a lot more
haven't
in store
touched
tonight.
Destiny 2 yet.
But
I didn't finish
for
off Destiny 1
now,
either.
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Got a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
Yes, I think this is Ghosts of Tsushima or something. Tsushima. Alvin, I played Destiny 1 vanilla. I didn't do any of the expansions, but apparently the expansions improve things immensely. Thing is, I don't think it's the same old Bungie, you know. Doesn't feel like Halo. I don't know if you should give the first one a go before you play 2, though. Guys, call me pessimistic. This really feels like they're trying to pad out this conference. Like, as cool as this is, they're really trying to pad this out. Cool. I'll see you in a bit, Max. Say hello to your friend from me, even though they won't have a clue who I am. Yeah, there was a lot of people that didn't like D2 because of D1. I think they did a few changes recently to make it a bit more like D1 though. Yeah, see, I wouldn't, if I was to play it, I wouldn't want to do any of the raiding or anything like that. Just for the, you know, it takes too much time. I'd rather just play it as a, like you say, like a sort of a casual sort of an FPS. Finally, to the good stuff. So yeah, I think they teased this last year, but I don't think they showed any gameplay footage of it. Yeah, this is what I mean, dude. Like, we're half an hour in, and this is only their second game they've shown. That's what I'm really worried about. They need to have something like massive at the end of this. Just a really, really odd conference.
The temple's close.
This already looks fucking super nice though. Can you imagine like how pissed off Xbox owners would be if Halo was on the PS4 as well? I think this is being done by the guys that did God of War, I think. Dude, you just want Mirror's Edge forever, wouldn't you?
Nobu, come!
Horse is called Nobu, like Nobunaga. That does look fucking beautiful though. I don't know why I'm saying though. It just looks beautiful.
Where are they? Bastards! Enough! Was next summer.
Is he going to dual wield? Whoa. That was cool.
Jin, you're late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
Isn't it weird how we've like
The monk's a hero.
We need him, Masako.
we've had barely any samurai games forever. Now we've got 2.
We could take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly. Or they kill the monk.
Oh, he's got like a knife and a sword then.
I'll guard the exits. Just get that monk.
Grappling hooks make everything better.
Please, I do not understand.
He called reinforcements. We have to move.
Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Run! If we fight, the Mongols win.
They already won.
And just before the swords clash, we get the title shot.
You were my friend.
Give me
Oh, or not. Man, look how good the leaves look. Like it just, how it displaces the leaves. That is fucking amazing looking.
coming? That's our enemy.
Ghost of Tsushima, there you go. Oh, it's Sucker Punch, sorry. Okay, so they're the guys that did the Infamous games. Are they going to make them move again now? Alvin, you should definitely get a PS4, dude. Totally worth it. Oh, this is the Made in Dreams game. No, this isn't, is it?
The oldest house is a shifting place. There are rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
This looks like Quantum Break. Is this Remedy's new game? This has got to be Remedy's new game. It looks exactly like Quantum Break. Control. Remedy? Yeah, there you go. That game looks cool as shit. I wonder if that's multi-platform. Yeah, it's got to be because they didn't show PS4 symbol. That's cool. I really liked Quantum Break, so I look forward to that one. Nice, Alvin. Look at that PS1 there. He plays like a rat or something. This looks like it's a VR game, maybe.
I'm putting you under arrest. Stay back, sir. I've got this. Officer, you need help? What are you doing? Get off. No. Get off of me.
Is this Resident Evil 8? Is that Leon? Okay, wow. That's a big reveal. That looks too young to be Leon, though.
In my account. Always a pleasure.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outrage.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not.
Oh no, this is the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction. Survival's your responsibility.
God damn it. I forgot this was a thing.
Will you help me?
Of course. It's an impressive display of strength. But we never meant for this to happen.
Oh man, that liquor scene's gonna be fucking horrible.
It's coming back.
Okay, that's cool. Next year as well. Holy shit. Fuck. Well done, Capcom. Very odd. It's like that. I'm gonna say it again. That first quarter of next year is so packed for the games now. It's like busier than Christmas is. Claire and Leon don't look anything like they usually do, though. What?
From Squanch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa, there's some action platforming stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the Bathtub Guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, that's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game.
Welcome back, Max.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Somebody call.
Check out the shower curtain.
Because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. Because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help! He's got electrocuted.
What? That's a VR game. Oh no, it's on both. Okay. Resi 2's multi-platform, I think, did, because they didn't say specifically on PlayStation. Oh, this. Okay, so you got Kingdom Hearts again. So you get to see Kingdom Hearts for the third time. This is a new trailer, though.
Why are you so happy? Because we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
Man, they've even got the like real characters looking really like close to how they look. This combat looks nuts.
You back in the organization?
Yes. Surprising, isn't it?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down.
against the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
I'm looking for a box.
Get them! Sora!
They have come for us.
Wait! Oh no! Stop!
Farewell.
Arendelle is safer with me staying up here.
Oh,
Please, go away!
And the unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process!
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The new 7 hearts.
Now, set your heart free.
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're not putting sound effects into this. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Tangle's better than Frozen. Fight me. I have to release a new limited edition PlayStation every fucking time. Please don't tell me they're re-releasing these games again. Oh, you get all the games. Okay. Frozen's fine, but Tangled is way better. The horse alone makes Tangled better. That Dreams game looks mental. So this is the Kojima game, isn't it? Death Stranding. Can we actually see some gameplay though?
The man who delivers. Tears. Chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
This is PlayStation only, this one. Max, I'm glad you feel that way. It means we can still be friends. Sort of looks like they're on Mars there. Wouldn't be like a terraformed Mars, would it? It's hard to tell, isn't it? It was just looking at the ground there, it looked like it was sort of like, you know, red enough that it could have been Mars, maybe. That's what happens when you try and take in all the shopping bags at once after you've done the grocery shopping. It's like balancing everything on top of your shoulders. It could be Earth. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. See the hairs on his, it's getting like goosebumps. She's another is she an actress, I think? So I don't know if you can see on the stream, there was 5 shadows in the air.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The timefall fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No, they're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
What is the deal with the babies? Dude, it's super interesting. I just have no fucking idea what's going on. What is going on? I don't understand. He does this every time. Like,
A crypto bite a day keeps the timefall away.
You're too late.
You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Tell you what, that's an impressive graphics engine though. It said something about like if they get you, you'll come back, but the rest will still be a crater. I think I heard that. Oh, is this... Could this be Ninja Gaiden? Or is this Dead or Alive? It's Ninja Gaiden. Right? Oh, okay. Nice. I still haven't played the first one. I'm fairly sure that was a surprise. Do you see what I mean though? That's now, there's a third fucking samurai game. I mean, fair enough, Nioh came out first, but... Are they moving you guys on again? No, we've got another Dreams thing. Maybe they'll actually show what that game's all about now.
The raft is secure, but I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status?
Already here.
Hey, Spider-Man!
Yuri? I thought you said it was secure.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I think I might have to get this day one, I think.
When it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out! Yuri!
I'm slipping!
Hold on! You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party! Just in time for the fireworks! Looks like we made parole, boys! I'm out! Electro? Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party. Everyone just quietly go back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay? Please?
This looks super fun, this combat. I mean, it's very much like the Batman combat, but it looks like you have a lot more mobility.
Like fish in a barrel. Catastrophic event detected. That doesn't sound good. Oh, hi, Rhino.
Hope you like surprise, Spider.
Surprise? What is he talking about?
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Electro must be working for someone.
This is too good to be true. Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it's business. Charge him! Don't let up!
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, lose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost up. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking electrical. Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase. Gotta stop this guy.
Yeah,
Who you're working for, I'll go easy on you.
if this is how the actual game plays, this mobility looks mad.
Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
Gotcha.
Vulture, what?
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
Hey, Wolven. Wasn't sure if you'd get here.
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is nuts. Keep chasing. Party's almost over. Electro, stop! How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it? It's an exclusive club.
Remember, he said not to kill him.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
I was wondering who the ghostly white guy was as well. The white suit guy. I don't know a lot about Spider-Man bad guys, apart from like Dr. Octopus and stuff. That game looks sick though. I think that'll be a day one purchase for me.
Oh, Ellie.
Are we getting more Last of Us?
I think they should be terrified of you.
Oh wait, that's not it, right?
You do not hesitate.
That feels like that's the end.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great worldwide studios titles. We actually got a little more to share here coming right up. We're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel's Spider-Man right here in just a couple
bear
of
with me a
minutes.
sec. I really need to pee really
announce.
badly.
We have some other stuff to talk about too. What a show.
Oh my
gosh.
Top highlights, go.
Oh,
There's no time.
Oh my goodness, Ghost of Tsushima looked absolutely incredible. That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's just the embodiment.
I'm ready.
of the
Sucker punch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meredith.
Oh, Resident Evil 2. Come on, RE2. That looked so good. I know a lot of us fans have been waiting for that one. And there was like a moment where you're like, I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes.
And you get that that
good.
RE4 style over-the-shoulder camera action. That's kind of like the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's what I would want. So awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Ryan?
Nice and gory.
Yeah.
As Meredith said backstage, Death Stranding, we now have more questions.
Yes,
more questions.
More
but
questions.
It looks as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but it looks as if we were getting kind of an allusion to a lot of gameplay in there and kind of what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people consume strange and unusual.
Well, bugs.
Yeah, that was.
Babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, that wasn't a myth.
Don't know what we're going to find out there, but yeah.
So a ton of great stuff in the show overall. I mean, Neo 2, that was a crowd pleaser. That was one that was great to see get out there. We got an update on Kingdom Hearts 3. We got a lot of other great stuff. We had a new Remedy game. Remedy's on the way. Control.
Now let's
really
turn this down a minute.
Trailer, really looking to I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks like wizards and
right.
I don't know.
Let's get it straight. That's not a bad conference. However, I was expecting it to be a bit longer than just over an hour, especially considering probably about 15 minutes of that was these guys talking about bullshit for like 15 minutes.
Spider-Man was not in a good space.
No, it was pretty rough.
That was a really odd conference. Like, why did the first bit have to be in a different building?
Take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Okay,
do it.
So nonchalant.
Come on, then. New game. Come on.
Let's keep coming.
Yeah.
So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely.
I'm aware of them.
They have created a lot of great games over the year. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, VR.
And it is quite a departure from the kinds of games that we sort of know them for, but it's very, very interesting, and I'd like to see the first footage of that right now.
Yeah, the live music thing just felt like they were trying to waste time. Maybe everyone was stinky, or maybe the room stank, I don't know.
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy. And live in the world where time stands still.
This doesn't look like a From Software game.
Where nobody can see what you're up to
Barrett,
again.
Barrett, I'll tell you in a sec. I would need to go through what they've announced. This is some new VR game from Software. It's like a prequel to Bloodborne. Was that Decicine?
Okay, Decine, that's
Decine.
From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet, but certainly a compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, Let's get to that Spider-Man.
Okay,
It's time.
Spider-Man.
We
Right,
have
we'll,
some folks from
we'll turn this down a little bit then.
That's right. Brian, Adam, John.
So
How you guys
oh
doing?
shit,
It's
wrong
so
button.
great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us.
So
the
what did
time.
we have there? We had
So congratulations, kind of closing out some of the.
we had Last of Us 2 gameplay. That's cool.
How does it feel?
They had Ghost of Tsushima gameplay. That looked super good. We had Resident Evil 2 remake, which doesn't look like it's that's not going to be exclusive. That'll be on both.
I mean, I don't know. Sid, what do you think?
Fuck, actually,
What are we talking about here? Get in there.
I actually need to have a look here. I've forgotten already because my memory is super bad.
Playable demos that you guys are going to be showing off.
Yeah,
of,
that's right.
Spider-Man.
Pretty much. So I mean, if you think about,
Go ahead, Adam.
yes,
All right.
the
Okay,
game
so
is,
we've got
you know, a lot of people are like,
oh yeah,
watching
Remedy's
through,
new
it's like,
shooting
well,
game,
was that like just a linear level?
Control.
No, like, that's our,
Yeah, so
that
the
was
PS4,
our
Xbox
Manhattan,
One, and
our New York
PC.
City, and it happened to be on like a main story mission. But in
What
between,
is-
like, something like you saw on the raft,
Where's that
or
voice
we
coming
showed
from?
Back at Last E3, you can just swing around New York City and have fun.
Yeah, so you got Resident Evil 2 remake. Wonder if that says if it's where is that coming from?
Yeah, this. Oh god.
Oh,
This is so
this
good.
is great. I got my own little TV. This is perfect.
Yeah, I got it all.
Adam's doing.
Yeah,
a
it doesn't
fantastic
say
job.
it's coming out on everything yet, but I'd be surprised if that doesn't.
Right now.
Yeah.
I do want to emphasize how beautiful this game is.
Oh,
Black Ops 3 is given away. It's a freebie on Plus. They showed a bit of Destiny 2.
The Spider-Man fantasy is to swing around New York City and
Yeah,
to have, you know, not only just a great story, but have a bunch of different.
What I don't know. What do you guys
in
think?
that world, and we wanted to, you know, give
What
people who
what do you
attend
guys think of
E3 an
that?
opportunity to experience
I didn't think
that.
it was bad. I just don't know if it had the
It's a big narrative-driven experience, but at the same time, part
it
of
just
that
felt a bit
superhero
brief,
fantasy,
didn't it?
especially that Spider-Man experience is living.
And although the
within New
stuff
York
they
City
showed
and
is
seeing
good,
that.
it's stuff
So,
we've already we
Adam
already
is
heard
one
of.
He's one of our combat
There wasn't a lot of
pro
new
players,
announcements.
because he's a combat designer, and again, he's just showing off some really awesome stuff that, as you get better with the game,
I mean, this
obviously,
looks
you know,
great.
We wanted to have a pick up a play feel, but at the same time, have a level of mastery and to really show off the improvisation that we've really been talking about a lot since we announced the game.
I'm digging this, like sticking dudes to walls and to the floor and stuff. That looks really, really
Yeah, I mean,
satisfying.
I think the thing that's been really fun in these last, you know, I would say last 6 months since we
Too
got
much
back
faff,
from
not
holiday
enough
break
numbers,
was
but these stuff look good
every week I
graphically.
feel like I'll
There's
take the game home
there's
or
a
I'll
lot of
play
good
it one night,
stuff.
and then
I
I'll
just
come
don't
and
feel
think,
like.
oh, guys, I didn't know you could do that.
Well,
so I think there's a lot
I'm
that
comparing it to their
sandbox
other
can do as well.
conferences.
So, I mean,
The other
obviously, you can,
conferences,
you know,
like the
we have
last 3 or 4 years, have been
mechanics,
like
but
fucking
we want you to
amazing.
experiment with, you know, his acrobatics, his web,
This one, although
his
good,
gadgets,
just
his
wasn't
suit
up to the
powers.
same standards as
combining
usual.
all that stuff really allows for a lot of different gameplay and a lot of, you know, Spider-Man's a very expressive character. And we want
And I
players
think
to express that,
what
whether
it
it's
probably
introverted or
is
in
that it's
combat.
just.
It's gorgeous.
These animations, sorry, these animations are just.
I think they're just in a like a weird point where they've got too much has just come out recently, and there's not enough of anything like new to show. Perhaps, I don't know.
I mean, I think animation's definitely been one of the hallmarks
Release
of our
dates for
company,
anything.
you know, from, you know,
Yeah, there was a
Spyro to
few.
Ratchet to Sunset Overdrive.
So,
and I mean, you know, I remember when,
yeah, Remedy's new game
Sunset
comes out
Overdrive
next year.
came out,
I don't know if it gave a date.
it would be great to see Insomniac make a Spider-Man game. And I was
No,
like,
it just says next year.
Okay.
Sorry,
And
so
I
that
think
was not a date.
exactly,
No release date for
that
Ghost of
kind of
Tsushima.
mentality
Oh yeah,
and
Resident Evil 2 remake is
projected
coming out in
our kind of
January.
our personality, but also,
No release date for Last of
you
Us,
know,
I don't
What
think.
do people want, desire from a Spider-Man experience? So
Yeah,
you know,
no
what's really great
release
is I
date for it.
remember, probably around the end of the year, end of last year, someone wrote an article about the top things they want to see in Spider-Man.
Yeah, very
and
odd.
They said they want it to feel like an Insomniac game. So I think that's
Oh yeah, there's
what we've been
Neo
really laying on
2's
this
coming
last
out.
year is to have that. It feels like an Insomniac game as much.
So I was
as
saying
it does
earlier, we've got 3 samurai games coming out, all at the same time almost. And it's alright, like it's keeping me thinking what new games they will have this year, but it looks like that may be all the good ones. Barrett, they didn't show Black Ops 4. They announced that there's some Black Ops 1 maps coming to Black Ops 4 though.
Swinging around New York City, it was almost like therapeutic. It's just kind of like when I play other games.
If that excites you.
Walking or running or.
They didn't. There's actually Battle Royale. They didn't show any Black Ops 4 footage though, which again very strange.
It's definitely one of those things that has that again, just like combat, that pick and play feel, but we want players to have a level of mastery.
I mean, this looks great. I'm really looking forward to this.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said, so Adam showed off, I think he showed off the tripwire, or it's basically a gadget that you can either attach to a piece of geometry, and the enemies walk by, they'll get like grabbed and sucked back. But you can also attach it to an enemy, and if an enemy walks by, they kind of slam into each other.
That is amazing. This is so cool. What's this focus meter about?
Yeah, so the focus meters basically, there's kind of a risk reward. As you build focus, you can use it to heal.
Sid's having a religious
experience. It just looks incredible.
Okay, thank you. The team works really, really hard on it. Really, really hard.
Clearly.
And the idea is the focus is kind of
Not too bad. They've been resetting old maps on new. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, how do they keep getting away with this? Just like reselling. I know that maps that are favorites, but how do they get away with that? Like, it almost makes it too easy. Like, oh, let's just, should we even bother making new maps this time, or should we just sell like a bunch of old ones and then make maybe 1 or 2 new ones? I mean, fair enough, that Battle Royale map's got to be pretty big, hasn't it? But
I'm like, no, that was like, after we decided that the webs were definitely attached to the buildings, we decided it's not going to be an origin story.
I definitely get the feeling that Battlefield is going to massively outsell COD this year, though.
How do you balance out his experience with the fact
I think people are starting to get a little bit tired of Call of Duty now. It's like it's been going on for so long, every year for like the last. Well, actually, when's it been since? I think it's every year since 2007. I think we've had a Call of Duty.
Okay, we're gonna teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your weapon.
Black Ops 2 had the last good zombies. You know what? At the shop, a lot of people just bought Call of Duty for zombies. They didn't play the single player, which is probably a good reason why there's no single player this time round. And
normal course development, we kind of
a lot of people didn't like the whole sci-fi stuff, so they haven't. A lot of people didn't even play that side of the multiplayer.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's I think it's time dominating the first-person shooter market is over. I think it's certainly going to sell a lot of copies still, but it won't be as much as in previous years.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys watched the press conference, right? Sure. You saw all those games, those first-party games, and they all have a level of polish. And to be in a
yeah, no, good conference. But actually, I think Microsoft actually finally won E3. Like, how long has it been since we've been able to say that? I think they showed the most interesting stuff. Not again, like they showed a lot of stuff that wasn't wasn't exclusive to them. But they definitely had the best announcements. I think like Devil May Cry 5 and Cyberpunk were massive. Well, they were for me anyway.
I'm known as a crier, so
although you've still only got the usual exclusive stuff like Forza and Gears and Halo and whatnot. At the very least, they've now finally understood that they need more exclusives, and they've bought a few developers as a result of that. It's taken them long enough, right?
Oh my God, could I ever work on a Spider-Man game, let alone be in video games?
But maybe next year we'll see some. We'll actually see some new franchises from them. Hopefully, that's the hope, isn't it?
Like Sony and work with Marvel, and that feeling is felt by so many Insomniacs. So we couldn't be prouder, and the support we've gotten across the board, not only from Sony, Marvel, but also the fans, has been spectacular.
I really want to play this. I really want to play this Spider-Man game.
Incredible. I mean, there's no other word for it. And
you're flabbergasted.
I really am. It's stunning. I mean, just look at that. How can you not be blown away by that? But we do have a limited amount of time here, Brian. You're an industry veteran. You've been in the industry for a long time.
You reckon Microsoft's dead?
Dream for you working on this game. And I want to thank you and Insomniac for making it.
Thank you for having us.
And for coming by as well.
Spider-Man was so awesome that it broke my mic, and I have to use the stick mic now.
I thought you just wanted to look different from all of us.
Yeah, I just wanted to stand out a little bit. Yeah. But Sid, actually, I think a little earlier we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the amazing experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man. Right?
I mean, there really is something incredible going on here at this PlayStation E3 showcase. I mean, it's on a scale and a scope that we have just never seen before, and so we have people here.
Holy shit, how big is that screen?
We have a lot of hands-on sessions for folks that are here for the showcase, And just the game looks great, but I just love the way this whole. Oh, I know that. I know her.
Oh, there's familiar faces popping up on the stream.
But I mean, it's a great event here, and it's just.
I mean, Microsoft definitely needs some more. They need some more studios under their arm, under their wing. Sorry, arm. God, I can never do those. Probably. Yeah, they need some more studios under their wing because they've although they've made good stuff. I mean, we're on like Forza Horizon 4. We've got Gears of War 5. We're on Halo 6. Crackdown 3. You know, we need some. They need some new blood and some new games. You know, they need like their own Last of Us or their own God of War or something like that. And I think it might be too late for this generation. Like, it's definitely too late for them to claw back.
It's amazing.
The you know, the lead that Sony have on them. But maybe they'll learn for the next generation now that they need these studios to make these games.
It's kind of a dream come true that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's it. I think they've since they got rid of that other CEO guy. I think they've pretty much nailed everything else. You know, like the backwards compatibility. The Xbox One X is good.
I think we do have a little bit of footage hanging around here, so let's check it out.
You know, they've nailed all that sort of stuff. It's literally just the exclusive stuff. They need a lot more exclusives.
First of all, just gorgeous. I mean,
I was so gutted when they canned Scalebound, but if it was not good, then it's better that it doesn't come out if it's not good. But that game looked fucking sick, didn't it? It's just a real shame.
Look at this look.
Dude, Sunset Overdrive, I really enjoyed, but I don't think it was very well received. I don't think a lot of people really enjoyed it.
It seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's
it was one of those games they gave away at the time free with the machine, and we had tons of people trade it in because they just couldn't be fucked to play it.
The cues seem to align in harmony. I mean, that must all be very intentional, I can only assume.
People's gaming habits nowadays are very strange.
You got to take all
really
these elements
strange.
And for even that opening attack, that EI attack, it's about building space before it, having the leads go by. The drum
exactly, Barrett. That's what I mean.
And that's what makes it,
like they're good games. You can't say they're not good games, but they are just they're too similar. They need some
people working on it. So
they need some different stuff. They need some fresh blood.
That's the real answer, actually.
Because you can't keep all of those going forever.
That quiet before the storm, it's pretty key to the genre. So just trying to make
Sunset Overdrive was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Something that's tremendously important to your entire studio in this game.
Took a bit of getting used to the whole like traversal stuff, but once you get used to it, it was super fun.
I feel like we're in a super unique position because we're part of Sony. We have J Studio. We have somebody that would be a producer on our project in J Studio. We hired some cultural guides. Like I feel like we're in this unique position to help us create this thing. Oh, the Shoji screen, that one's a popular one.
This bit looks fucking amazing. Just all the leaves and stuff.
Can we talk a little bit maybe about how you're approaching the sword play? I think that's
actually, Barrett, that's the thing. Nintendo could turn around tomorrow and just absolutely fucking destroy everyone.
Well, we're going for lethal precision.
I very much doubt we're not going to get a new Mario. We're not going to get a new Zelda announced, not a proper one.
So you want to make sure that.
But if we get some Metroid Prime 4 footage, if you got an F-Zero remake, or not a remake but a new F-Zero, and if Smash is as good as it sounds like it's going to be, then they could potentially win E3. I hate to say that, like winning E3. How the fuck do you win E3? Because it usually comes down to personal taste, doesn't it?
Every leaf, every flicker of flame has to be hand placed by someone.
But yeah, I mean, like if they, all you need to do is you just have to have Smash Brothers be good, and then announce some kind of guest character that everyone really wants.
Lethal Combat.
The rumor is they're going to have Crash, aren't they, in Smash? Crash for Smash.
That was our goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to have you guys here. We do have a few more things to get to.
Regardless of how good it is, people love seeing Smash. Yeah, I mean, I find that for me is not that's not a deal breaker. I like Smash. I'm pretty bad at it, but I like it. But that's not going to be. That wouldn't be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Metroid and F-Zero would be more important to me in that respect. New F-Zero totally fits in it. There is a lot of anti-gravity races out in the last couple of years, isn't there? It's mad. Like, it had Red Out, New Wipeout. I'm sure there's a few others as well, isn't there?
And beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous.
For folks to walk through there.
Hope to God Overcooked 2 is real. I still haven't played Overcooked 1 actually. I've had it. I managed to get a free code for it, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Looked fun though. More of a co-op game though, isn't it? Just turn these guys down a bit. Can't hear myself talking.
And Sid,
yeah, I really need to give Overcooked a go at some point. I just I don't have anyone to do co-op with a lot of the time.
During our showcase, and it's my great pleasure to introduce the Media Molecule.
Hi.
Yeah, Fortnite for Switch got leaked last week, didn't it?
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is our great pleasure. I want to.
Oh yeah,
point
Fast
out, and
RMX
correct me if
actually.
I'm
Yeah.
wrong, the little interstitials we were seeing.
I've got the Wii U version of that. I don't have the Switch one.
So we had no idea what they were going to be shown with the games. So Resident Evil, and then we get to do a little trumpet.
Yeah. A little celeries, and then it's Death Stranding.
No greater wine.
Oh yeah, we saw Death Stranding as well. That game looks super cool, but what the fuck is it about?
And we had the final word, right? The orange drummer.
Yeah.
We need to give these guys names. If any of your viewers want to name our fruit, that would be awesome.
That'd be great. But yeah, it was really fun because the thing about Dreams is it's really fast to create these little sort of stories and games. And so when we got the opportunity to do something fun,
Dreams sounds like another game that is a bit too creative for me. I wouldn't know what to do.
Musical and sort of something that kind of showed off.
Hope the Star Fox game is real. I really want a Mario baseball football game. Isn't it Star Fox Racing? Wasn't that the rumor? That it was a Star Fox Racing game?
But I actually want to zero in a little bit more on the create.
Yeah.
That
There
you
you
guys
go.
are working on, and this is something that is, well, quite frankly, it's absolutely astonishing.
Actually, you know what? Mario Baseball and football were really both really good, weren't they?
Exciting for us. We're demoing it on the show floor. We've got.
Actually, so we see what this Dreams game is all about.
Dreams, you can create anything. Literally, people ask me, like, can we make games, can we make movies? And the answer is always yes. And in fact, tonight we're going to be doing a live music show made in Dreams.
Yeah.
And puppet show.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, are you going to play music live?
Yep, we are going to play it tonight, and hopefully we'll find a way to get it out onto the internet.
We're debuting our new band, The Molecules.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and they are literally
perfect.
They will be using the create tools that you're watching right now to perform a 15-minute live gig. I don't think anyone knows about this. Even the people out there in the garden haven't realized yet.
I think GameCube was the last baseball game, wasn't it?
It's going to be big.
And I just want to point out.
Isn't that the only Mario baseball game?
Seeing right now. The seamless nature of the.
I'm pretty sure that was the only one, wasn't it?
Functionality of Dreams it cannot be overstated.
Yeah, I mean it's super easy. Even if you don't think that you're a game creator, even if you've never thought about game designing, if you've played games, you can do this. If you can play a platform game, if you can play our story, then you can do this. You can create your own, you can upload, and then you can share incredible levels in like 10 minutes. We're doing a demo this week at E3 where we create gameplay for a whole level in like 20 minutes, including music. You can compose your own music.
Awesome.
You can do the gameplay. You can animate. You can record voiceovers. The whole thing on a PlayStation.
And just to clarify, sorry to interrupt, is this two people both playing at once?
Yeah, this is co-op, so we're showing the co-op gameplay.
Multiple controllers, you can jam together, and it's quite funny because one of you can be testing and then another one can be getting the jump height right or whatever it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, Barrett, it came out over here on the GameCube, but it is like incredibly rare now. It's worth quite a lot of money, I think.
The idea really has been like what you're seeing
Like
is really this
80
easy
to 100
nature of just,
pounds
like,
or something
picking and
stupid like
placing.
that.
Because I think one of the things that sometimes people get scared of, like the idea of the blank canvas, but actually what I love about Dreams is it's just this idea of just choice. Like every day people make choices. You put your clothes on, you might choose where you put a poster in your bedroom.
Yeah.
And Dreams is very like that. All you're really doing is like here they're seeing like this sort of Instagram effect. You can take a scene.
Yeah, this game's too creative for me.
So that it looks really different and you're adding your own mark.
And then the pièce de résistance is that all of this stuff which gets made gets uploaded, and if you just want to sit back on your sofa and enjoy an unending stream
Really?
of
I thought there was only one.
PlayStation 4 players' creations. You can.
Let me double check.
A stream of who knows what it's going to be like. I mean, that's what's so exciting. You know, the beta is coming this year, so we will be starting to see what the creativity of PlayStation gamers really means for Dreams.
That's excellent. Beta coming this year for Dreams.
That's right.
And you know, I've said this before, I'll say it again about Dreams. In my maybe 20 years of being in the industry, I've never seen anything.
Oh wow, I've never seen that.
Just innovative.
I suppose that's because we never got it.
And just potentially just game changing. So
thank you.
Hats off to you. I mean, this must have been an absolute labor of love.
It really is. Yeah.
I wasn't even made. It was only published by Nintendo. They didn't even make it.
Big cheers to the team.
Mario
back home,
Superstar Baseball.
Really
That's the one I
their
was
hearts
thinking
and
of.
souls into Dreams to really get it to the point where you are moving between these different disciplines. And right now we have a studio that jams together in a way they've never jammed together before. We have like musicians actually just jamming with animators to actually make animation. I think that's one of the things we're really starting to see is these different workflows. And that just, you know, that's been one of the things we've really wanted to get
Holy
that right.
shit.
So can't wait to see like people create all different types of genres of games and really almost like just come up with completely new ways of playing. I think
we're showing some of that E3. Liam made a text adventure, and we're like, what? You can do a text? I didn't even
It's
know
fucking
you could
hot
do
in here
that.
again.
That's like
That's amazing.
I know, yeah.
mad.
I mean, we saw what the community did with Little Big Planet.
Right.
Yeah. And now
Look at the
imagine
time.
if you just like by a Googleplex multiplied the functionality. Right?
Exactly. Like raise it to the millionth power.
Specifically that.
It's unbelievable, and I want to thank both of you for coming by. And congratulations.
Thank you very much for having us.
Showcase.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to see more of this.
Stay tuned for more on the gig later on.
All right.
Thank you guys.
We'll hear more.
And Sid, I think we had a couple of VR games.
We
and,
did.
You know, taking a look at those earlier this
We
this
did.
evening.
We had Trover Saves the Universe, which was announced during the showcase, and we had some great stuff, Tetris Effect, earlier in the week as part of Countdown to E3, and a lot of other great stuff too. So let's take a look at the latest from PlayStation VR.
I'm sort of glad they're still pushing VR. I was really expecting them to kill it off if it wasn't doing very well. But I guess it must be doing well enough that they're still making stuff for it. Yeah, that ghost giant thing looks cool. Missed conference, but I hear people saying it wasn't that good. Tronster, it wasn't that it wasn't good. I think it was just a bit disappointing compared to previous years. They didn't really show a lot of new stuff off that was, you know, it didn't have as many big announcements either as Microsoft, I'd say. We got some really good announcements though. I mean, Resident Evil 2 remake. I mean, we knew about it, but it was good to see it's actually a thing now. There's a new game by Remedy called Control. If you play Quantum Break, it looked very similar to that, just slightly different powers. See, Star Trek Bridge Crew looks funny, but it's well, sorry, funny. It looks fun, but people just seem to make funny shit out of it. Like, you seen that clip of someone making like a wanking motion when they see a woman in the thing? Like, it's just that kind of like stupid shit that gets done. I wonder how good the actual game would be. Saw a new samurai game from Sucker Punch. Looks sick. It's sadly, dude, it was announced last year, so it wasn't like a new game announced. But it was the first time we saw footage of it, and it does look did look awesome, I thought. A ton of VR titles I get if I had a Vive and PC that could run it. But yeah, that's my main issue. I mean, it's
If you're going to block out the sun, the least you could do is fetch me some coolant.
it's a space thing for me. Like, PSVR is definitely the most accessible one.
Now it's just a taste
but,
of what is coming to
even
PlayStation VR, and I want to point out really quickly.
I don't think I'd rather have more space to play it with.
One of the most intoxicating experiences I've had.
And yeah, Vive and Oculus totally out of the question because well, I don't have the money to upgrade my PC as well as buying the headset.
I was in danger for a second. I have to give a quick shout out to bathtub guy.
Apparently this is going till about 1:45, so if we stay on until that at
I
least.
hope that 711 gets done really quickly.
711. Squanch.
Yeah.
And also remember, earlier in the week, Ben Studio gave us another look at Days Gone and their release date.
They did.
February
22nd.
Outstanding.
Oh, I
Very
didn't
good
see the
stuff.
release
So
date, November
let's talk a
22nd.
little bit about
Okay.
the venue we've got here. It takes an army practically to create.
Before we go, I'll have a look at that
experience we had here
Days
tonight
Gone
for
trailer
members of the
because
press and
I was
community.
deliberately
So, wanna talk a
ignoring
little
it
bit about
because
that,
I thought they'd show it
and,
here,
well, actually,
and they
rather than
haven't.
talk about it, let's just show it. We have a great video that shows how it was all put together.
I'm not sure why this is a thing. You guys going to be around for the Nintendo conference tomorrow? It's probably it's a bit of an early one for some of you.
Just a really cool look.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to E3 on Twitch 2018.
Yeah, there you go. That was it.
The Sony press conference. And
I want to
just
see what
even a
they
little
think
bit
of
more,
this.
We saw a few extra things there at the very end. Wow. I tweeted 90 minutes before the conference, ladies and gentlemen, in 90 minutes, the church is open, mass is in session.
How do you even say that word?
What?
PSologist?
What? PSology.
It's
PSology. So yes, I am a PSologist.
Like psychologist.
What?
The PS is pronounced like an S.
Not like sologist, no.
I thought it was sologist, yeah.
No. And then they were in a church, and it was like, and I think, I mean, the general sense and feeling of the room was like, what is Sony doing?
Yeah.
Right? We were all
Yeah,
like,
right.
This is
I was thinking that.
fantastical. This is a little, but then they're like, this is why, and then they go right into The Last of Us 2, in which they had recreated the setting from the game. Last of Us 2, you guys?
Well, they started off by saying, like, we're going to look at some old things. Like, it totally threw me off track. Like, the announcer, I don't remember his name. What's his name?
He did. Yeah,
But
Sean, yeah.
But yeah, and then they went into The Last of Us. Of course, we knew we were going to see that. And wow. It is still the game I'm going to look forward to most, like, of any game that I've seen in the last 2 years.
A phenomenal way to show the game off. Certainly brutal. Showcases that world. Yeah, and
Look at
looked
this
away like 10 times.
Guts him and trails.
The juxtaposition is what ruined it for me, because you fall in love with her, and then you see her have to experience this violence.
It's also like the graphics and the movement and everything is so real at this point. I'm buying it so hard that usually I have my immersion is like I'm immersed, but I understand where I am
that game
in
is
fantasy,
worth
whereas
buying a
this, I'm,
PlayStation 4.
So
I think.
immersed that when someone's guts come pouring out and she's like crying while she's stabbing somebody, I'm just a little too deep.
But that's what the first game did so well, and I think that's why everyone is going to be like, this is the sequel that everyone wants, right?
All of us, I don't think any other press conference, any other game, we have spent so much time doing
we all shut up.
Like our
That never
mouths hanging open, and not just Last of Us either. So many of these games, the tech behind them, the art behind them. Amazing.
Yes, I mean, certainly talking about mouths agape, when they talked about the Call of Duty Black Ops maps being converted back to Call of Duty 4 and 3, Zeke literally jumped from his chair, did a few laps, and was very excited about that. So that was another.
I missed most of the announcement due
another
to my
moment.
excitement.
I'm just kidding. A few people, I think, were sad about that. But they did say that Black Ops 3 was going to be given away tonight on PlayStation Plus, so I guess that's a plus for PlayStation fans. I'm going to go through the list if it's okay, because certainly I wish I had the cards, but the quality of PlayStation's press conference I thought was top notch. But in terms of quantity, right? Like, I mean, Microsoft sort of came to the table with a lot of stuff. Some of it was kind of rapid fire shown. But I'm going to go through some of these because I think we have the time too. Tetris Effect, which released a beautiful trailer earlier this week. It was only touched on, as well as Days Gone, because that was kind of previewed beforehand. We know that November 22nd is the release date for that. Twin Mirror, I had seen nothing about, so that was brand new to me. And either I missed it in the E3 flurry, or did anyone else see it before?
30 seconds of a look at it, and I'm pretty intrigued.
I don't know that I could tell you anything other than the name.
I don't know if they're going to say much else. So yeah,
Ghost Giant,
I want to try and find this
cute little game.
This Days Gone trailer before I end it tonight.
Second bomb, which is the Ghosts of Tsushima.
Just want to see how it's looking.
God, that was possibly the most gorgeous game that I've ever seen. Like the lighting, the leaves, the everything. Yeah, go ahead.
We kept pointing out
Let's have a
details
look.
that you would never think would be so important, but as a gamer, like, you're so used to seeing those things done poorly that when you see them done so well, it blows your mind. Like, we were like, look at the horse's tail. Look at the way the leaves
Actually,
move
it's going
when
to be
they
from
walk.
a couple of days ago, isn't it, I think?
You know, the shadows of the moving trees are moving over the rocks. It was so gorgeous.
And I noticed
there you go.
such a
Days
minimal
Gone.
UI. Like almost no
Nothing,
UI,
right?
except for like this part where he
It's
jumps
like a
down
Flash.
and yeah.
It's environmental UI in a way.
All right, let's pause that. We'll have a look at this this trailer. Wait, February 22nd. Didn't it say like November something? Thanks for joining me, Alvin. I'm actually going to go in a minute because there's not much else to talk about, really.
With RIP
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude.
Why? One of my men, scapegoat, Ripper Camp, got tortured, like they always do. But this time they kept asking me if you knew about it. 2 bikers, 2 men. The Ripper called them mongrels. If you ask me, you got a price on your head.
You know same as me. Anything that happens here is far better than what's going on out there.
What the hell?
Perfect. Just perfect.
See, I think that looks really good. I'm really surprised they didn't show like another like demo of that. I feel like that would have been really good to show that. Maybe they just didn't have anything. I don't know. It's really odd. Yeah, no, still a very good conference overall, I think. I honestly don't think it's just not up to the same standard as the as some of the previous years have been. I think that's a bit of a shame. I just think they've got to that point now where they can't have like something every year to show, like something new, I should say. I think this is just that odd year, isn't it? It's just they've all kind of got to the point where they're at that weird crossroads where there's a bunch of games that have just come out and there's a bunch of stuff that's coming out like a while off, and a lot of stuff that they probably got in the pipeline but they can't announce yet because there's nothing to show. Oh my god, I saw some people that had raided me, and yeah, sounds glad you're not crazy. Only how both people have memories. Oh really? What, some of the people that raided you aren't very nice, or? I mean, it's worked the other way around for me, dude, as well. Like most of the people that I've raided, either like they barely acknowledge it. It tended to be the people that had more followers, I think. They just didn't seem to care. That's what everyone's different. That's the thing. I try to, unless if someone that I don't know's not on, I tend to try and raid a random, usually in like the game that I'm currently playing. So I raided a lot of Breath of the Wild guys. That's how I found you, Max, actually. Yeah, I rated quite a lot of Breath of the Wild streamers, and yeah, most of them are okay, but there was the odd one or two which were like, they weren't like rude about it, but you know, some of them barely acknowledge it. They don't need to, you know. I'm not looking for acknowledgement, but some people are kinder than others. Let's put it that way. Not that they're not nice, but that they lack a lot of simple things. What you mean? Well, it's what sort of like the event thing on the screen or stuff like that, or just a thing that pops up telling them that they've been raided. Because I've had one or two of those. You know, if they've not got the setup to alert them that there's been a raid, then fair enough. Can't really say anything against them, can we? What's that? Are you saying my kinder? Are you typing on your phone again? God, I just need the fan in my face all the time. Honestly, my room is like 1,000 fucking degrees again. I can't win at the moment. Yeah, no. I try to raid people. I don't know if we'll... Should we do it tonight? I suppose we can find someone tonight. No, don't worry, dude. Don't worry. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I rely too much on autocorrect, like far too much. You'll send me okay, yeah, dude, send me a message about it, definitely. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit afterwards so I can type in there. Who have we got? I think we'll find another Breath of the Wild streamer, shall we? Look at that, I can't even type there. What about this guy? This guy looks like he's pretty metal. I like that.
Am I supposed to?
Yeah, we'll send you over to this guy. Let me just write his name in quickly. No, guys, I just want to say I want to say thank you for joining me. It was good. I did like it. I think I maybe overhyped myself a little bit for it, and therefore slightly disappointed. But there's some really good stuff in there. I'll be on tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. UK time. I will actually, just in case you haven't joined it already, there is my Discord channel. You can join that, and I'll always post a message up just before I'm about to go online, so you can see on there. No problem, Max. My pleasure. It was good to have you here. Hopefully it'll be for like actually playing some games at some point, rather than just me watching games. I just need to figure out what I'm going to play next. That's the next thing I've got to do. Although yeah, this week's going to be a bit odd because at the weekend I'm going on a stag do, so I'm possibly not going to do after the Nintendo conference tomorrow. I might take the rest of the week off because I might not start a game halfway through the week because I'm not here on Friday. I've got to go on Friday. Yeah, you did see me play a game. Okay, let's play a game that I'm like semi-competent at. Then maybe might be the correct thing. That game that I couldn't find anyone that was any good at the game, myself included. Yeah, you did see me play Zelda. Yeah, we'll have to see. You never know. It might be Persona 5. Could be Persona 5. Just have to see what people pick. Yeah, please join the Discord if you haven't already. I'll post in there whenever I go live. And yeah, with any luck, I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Hope you have a very good evening.